We have called this press conference today to highlight many important issues concerning persons with disability in Goa. The first issue that we would like to highlight today is that sometime back we had demanded a representation for persons with disabilities in panchayats and municipalities, and today we are demanding representation in the corporations and autonomous bodies of the government of Goa. As you know that there are many corporations and autonomous bodies in Goa, but and although they have many schemes for persons with disabilities, the same are not being implemented by the corporations. So we are demanding representations for persons with disabilities in the various corporations and autonomous bodies of the state of Goa. We are also demanding representation in the cooperative societies. Just like on the lines of the SC/ST nominations, we want nominations for persons with disabilities also in the cooperative movements in Goa, like the cooperative societies you have or the cooperative housing societies you have. We want representation for persons with disabilities in that also. We are also demanding representation for persons with disabilities in the Sanjay Center for Special Education. As you know, sometime back, the Education Department on the directives of the High Court had conducted an inquiry into the functioning of the Sanjay Center, and many irregularities in the appointment of the teachers was found out. So we are demanding that there should be a representation in the Sanjay Center also, management of Sanjay Center for persons with disabilities, so that the rights and interests of persons with disabilities is protected. We would also like to highlight that today that there was a case in the Goa Human Rights Commission filed by Mr. Arturo D'Souza, of which we are a party to that petition, and we were shocked to note that the Chief Secretary has not filed a reply to the petition even after 2 months of the complaint. Now this complaint was regarding the mentally ill persons who have no place to stay or who are homeless in the state of Goa. And 2 months also the Chief Secretary has not filed a reply on the matter in the Human Rights Commission. It just goes to show the insensitivity of the state government towards such a sensitive and critical issue. We are also demanding representations in the various commissions like the Human Rights Commission, Women's Commission, Children's Commission for persons with disabilities, so that persons with disabilities not only get a voice in the commissions, but they also the rights of the Persons with Disability Act are protected. As you know, 9 years have already passed for the rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, but still lots of it is still left to be done. And all this will not be done until and unless persons with disabilities get a voice in the various corporations, get a voice in the various panchayats, get a voice in the various cooperative societies in the state of Goa. And that is why we have placed these demands before the state government. We have also taken up with the Director General of Police the inaccessibility of the various police stations in the state of Goa. We have seen that even the district headquarters like the North Goa SP or the South Goa SP's office is not accessible for persons with disabilities. And this is clear violation of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. So we have written to him also to ensure that the police stations are made fully accessible by 31st December 2016. We have also taken up with the, before that the Goa Police has also issued a standard operating procedure where it comes to dealing with persons with disabilities. And this was issued about 2 years back. But unfortunately, we have seen that many police stations in Goa are not yet operating procedures when dealing with persons with disabilities. So we have also requested the DGP to ensure that the standard operating procedures are implemented by the various police officers in charge of the police stations. We have also returned to the State Disability Commissioner that many cases are pending in the court of the State Disability Commissioner. As you know, the few months the Office of the State Disability Commissioner was busy with the Purple Fest. But now that the Purple Fest is over, we have returned to the State Disability Commissioner to please look into the pending issues of the persons with disabilities and resolve them at the earliest. The cases which are pending, some of the cases which are pending in the court of the State Disability Commissioner is against the Directorate of Education for discrimination against students with disabilities. Another case is the Directorate against the Directorate of Panchayat for inaccessible Panchayat buildings, and third case is there where a teacher with disability was not given appointment in a government aided school. We have also, there were other two issues which were pending. One was the illegal ramp on the Miramar beach and the non-appointment of non-reservation of persons with disabilities by the Goa Human Rights Commission, by the Goa Human Resources Development. These two cases we have taken it up with the High Court because we are not having any expectations from the State Disability Commissioner in resolving these matters. And last issue that we have we would like to highlight today is that we have returned to the both the district collectors regarding the non-availability of accessible toilets on the highways in Goa. As you know, the government has built many bridges, very good road infrastructure, but unfortunately there are no toilets on the highways for a long distance, which is creating inconvenience not only to persons with disabilities but also to the elderly persons and persons who are having any kind of sickness like diabetes or anything like that, who may need to use the washrooms over a long distance. So we have returned to the state, both the district collectors, to look into this matter also.
Did you ask for reservation in ZP election?
In ZP elections, not. We had asked for panchayats. We had asked for panchayats. We have not asked for ZP elections because the time is very short also, because they have to do the process and the notification and all that. No?
How many police stations are there without
We don't have figures. We don't have figures, but we have just taken around, in and around, in the Tiswadi Taluka only we have taken around, and we have seen that there are police stations which are not accessible for persons with disabilities.
and education issue?
Yeah?
Education
Education?
Institute.
Not accessible. Schools and all have to be accessible, but they are not accessible for persons with disabilities.
you have written to them also. Director?
The Disability Commissioner last year had conducted an access audit of the schools, about 1,400 schools, but still nothing is accessible for students with disabilities.
And for this beach, you said that the ramp should be provided, but still not there.
As we had said last time also, there are two ramps. One is a cement ramp and one is a broken ramp, and they have gone and built a third ramp. Okay, total destruction of, not only it is destroying the beach, but it is also waste of public funds. We had put a complaint before the Coastal Zone Management Authority before the Purple Fest, but even after 1 month, they have not taken any action on our complaint. So that matter we are taking up with the Honorable High Court, and we are also taking up the matter of the non-implementation of reservations of the Goa Human Resource Development. This also complaint we had put in the Disability Commissioner's Court more than a year back. But as they are not doing anything, we are taking it up with the High Court.
Recently, Purple Festival took place. Was it beneficiary for this thing was important?
Beneficially, it did help. It did help. Many people came, many people learned. But what we are saying is the amount that you are spending on Purple Fest, okay, at least 25% of the amount you spend it on making permanent infrastructure for persons with disability. Instead of spending so much money on just 5 days of Purple Fest, giving information and entertainment to the full world. Our persons with disabilities have not benefited in the villages. So at least 25% of that money that you spend on Purple Fest should be spent on permanent infrastructure, so that persons with disabilities can get out of their houses. If the public infrastructure is accessible, then we can have education, we can have employment, we can have entertainment. Today buses in Goa are not accessible for persons with disabilities. So what is the point in spending so much money on Purple Fest when the ground realities is totally not in favor of persons with disabilities?
And the person who is disabled, they get a certificate, disability certificate in GMC or any thing. Is any or what is the procedure mostly there?
See, the Goa Medical College, they have started a special counter or in OPD 17. This is a benefit for all also. Goa Medical College has started a disability certification center at OPD 17 for persons with disabilities. It's a one-stop center where persons with disabilities can go to OPD 17 and apply for the disability certificate, and that office will coordinate with all the other departments, because there are 3 or 4 departments or maybe 7 depending on the type of disability, okay, to get a disability certificate. So a person with disability just has to go to OPD 17 and they will do the entire process for you, where it comes to getting a disability certificate. Also, a person with disability has to have a UDID card. Without a UDID card, you cannot get disability benefits. Okay? So after you get your disability certificate, you will get the UDID card. If any issues are there, any problems are there in getting a disability certificate, you can always contact us. Secondly, there is also a Aids and Appliances Center for persons with disabilities at the Goa Medical College near the Forsenics department. Okay? So if anybody wants any aids and appliances, crutches, wheelchairs, tricycles, white canes, hearing aids, free of cost, central government is providing you at this center called the Divyanshu Kendra Center, which is next to the forensics department.
How long it is taking to get a disabled certificate for one person who is?
Depends on the departments. Depends on the department, depends on the load in the departments, depends on the types of disabilities.
Okay.